Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It's time for a change. We have a special treat for you this morning. We'll give everybody time to sign on. You can share the feed, share the watch party. We're just gonna have a little conversation today, and and hopefully to let you know that it is your time. So let me know where you're chiming in from. Go ahead and share the feed, and let me share it with someone else too. Put it in the chat. Good morning, Natalie. Good morning, Christiana Stevens. Good morning. Okay, we have about 42 people on right now. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. It is Millionaire Monday. I know that sounds so funny. It's just Millionaire Monday. We're going to make some money today. We're going to learn a wealth of knowledge. So let everybody know that we're on. We're going to get some knowledge this morning. Good morning from Hollywood, Florida. Marilyn is in the house. Terry. Good morning, Sabina. Good morning. Good morning, Monica. Guys, share the feed. Make sure you share the feed to your Facebook page. We're going to talk to you about how it's your time now, how the time now is the perfect timing for you to be doing what you're doing. We're going to have we're going to have a few wealth conversations. Good morning, Minister Rob. Good morning. And we're going to have a little conversation. I have a very special guest on today, all the way from Birmingham, UK. Love it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Make sure you share the feed on your page. Now, for those that don't know, my name is Dr. Kathy Kirkland. I am a co-pastor of a church here called Temple of Faith. I co-pastor alongside my husband, Dr. Mark Kirkland, been pastoring for about 11 years now, 11 years this year, and have been evangelizing for over 30. So what we want to do is just have a conversation with you this morning on wealth. I have a dynamic speaker on today. Good morning, Giovanni. I miss Mr. Ford. He is 16. He's getting ready to buy his Mustang this year. Good morning from Houston. And so we just want to talk to you about knowing how to seize the moment when your time comes. Some of you have been asking, when will my time come? Is it my time? Y'all know we hit 2020 like, whoa. And things happen. But we got 5 months left in this year. And we want you to make every single day count. So get your teams on, get your friends on, get whoever you need on. And we have another one coming on again. My sister all the way from Alabama, Tamika. Good morning. Good morning, Keisha from Maryland. We want you to get your teams on. I have a speaker on today, Jonathan Nieblack. He's going to drop some good nuggets for you. He's going to let you know about his experience, where he come from, what he does. And we're just going to have a conversation this morning. And you can ask your questions in the chat. Good morning, Miss Becca. I miss you. Good morning from Nigeria, Joel. And so we're going to have a few conversations. We're going to have a little conversation. And you guys can ask we want you to give feedback. We want you to ask your questions. And we want to help you on today. We want to talk to you about the foreign exchange market and how now is your time. You've been praying and asking God, I need this, I need that. I want to start doing this. I want to start doing that. Now it's time to get it done. You got 5 months left in 2020. And we want you to take the most of it. So I want to bring on my friend, Jonathan Nieblack. And he is here. Jonathan, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. So I want to introduce you to my friend, Jonathan. If you could tell the people a little bit about yourself, we're just going to have a conversation and tell them about our experiences. A lot of you already know mine, all the way from Arkansas. Angela, Alex, good morning. Diego, good morning. So I want you to talk a little bit about who you are, your experience, and what you believe Forex is.
Well, I'm just a simple nobody trying to tell everybody. So,
I know, right?
well, first of all, I wish you all could have seen me behind the scenes trying to figure out how to share this on my own page. So if any of you are out there in La La Land or Facebook land, please let me know if I did it right. It seems like I had to go to my phone in order to do it. I couldn't do it from my screen. So I'm hoping that it is sharing on my site. But again, I'm Jonathan Nyblack. I am originally from Chicago by way of Atlanta that now lives in Windermere, Florida. And Dr. Kirkland, because I was distracted, tell me, where do you want me to start?
Well, it's on your page. You can
Excellent.
start wherever you want to start so that people can relate and know that anybody can do this.
Yes. Okay. So let me just give a little. I'm all about mindset. I'm all about changing your mind to a positive mindset, to good vibes, good energy, faith-based living. That's just who I am, where I am. Giving you a little story about me so I can make this really quick, which is hard for me to do because I talk so dang much. But I started in IML a while ago. And when I say a while ago, it was over a year. I started in IML and it wasn't successful for me. It was too much. It was information overload for me. I couldn't grasp it. I couldn't get it. I was just, it seemed like an overwhelming situation. But I realized that I walked into that situation with a lot of negativity on me, a lot of weight on me. First of all, I was kind of interested, but my arm was twisted to join. I felt like I was pressured to move because my friends were moving. And then I just felt a little bit overwhelmed. I'm telling you that because I want you to have this understanding. Then I got a call from, well, let me back up. So I ended up going to another mentor, and I don't even, you'll find me, I'm very transparent. I went to Kim Moore. She is, oh my God, she's a phenomenal trader for what she does. She's just excellent. I can't take anything away from her, but she's not with IML. And what I noticed was I didn't have the fundamentals to excel with her. I just didn't. And she's great. I just did not have the foundation to be successful. Got a call from Pastor Greg James, who is a person who has truly changed my life. That's a whole nother story in itself. I thank God for him in my life. But now he did twist my arm. He put me in a headlock and but he was like, if you do not meet Dr. Kathy Kirkland, you're going to be doing yourself a disservice. If you're thinking about trading, if you're thinking about building a business, if you're just thinking about being great in this space, if you do not connect yourself with Dr. Kathy Kirkland, then you're doing yourself a disservice. And I'm going to tell you, he was 120% correct. And the reason that I'm saying that is because Dr. Kirkland allowed me to, through God, earn and learn. Her technique, her education, her mentorship allowed me to get in and get to a format where I could take in the information as I needed, but then I could apply that same information in the evening with trades and actually make money while I was learning how to trade, which means I was able to take the things that I was learning technically and put them to practical use in order to enhance my accounts. Now, I did not win every trade. I lost on some trades. I did very well at first, and then I went back a little bit.
And then you divorced some trades.
I'm currently going through the middle of a divorce right now with Nas 100. I'm trying to get alimony, and she keeps taking that dang child support. She and I gonna work it out. We gonna get it together. But I'm saying all that to say that in all seriousness, it's about mindset. It's about where you are. If I could really give you a little history, I'll just say this. I talk around it and what I've done, who I know and who I've worked for, because I don't ever want to be that person that quote unquote name drops. I get enough of that from the love of my life and my children. Like, Dad, he know everybody. I mean, he always got to drop nails. So that's not something that I want to do. But what I will tell you, what I will say is, Watching prominent people be successful, I realized that their mindset was more than a winner's mindset. Their mindset was undeniable about that which they wanted to attain, understanding that everything that came their way that was adverse to that was nothing more than a hurdle. And all hurdles can be overcome. Whether you have to get a ladder, whether you have to have someone push you, whether you have to just continue to address that hurdle, all hurdles can be overcome. But it's about your mindset as to how you will overcome those hurdles. So saying all of that, no matter what you've been through and no matter what you have accomplished, that's great. But forward, it's about living in the now. What are you going to do with the resources that you have right now? There's so many people who had great things going on before COVID hit. There's so many people, and I do speak on, especially with entertainers, even though they're big corporations and small corporations that are hurting as well. But I know a lot of entertainers right now that their livelihood has basically stopped. They have to reinvent themselves. They have to be a new creative in order to be successful, because the way that they would normally bring in income and being in crowds and doing shows and all of that, they cannot do that right now. You have people, your everyday people who are, which when I say everyday people, I'm not taking away from everything. I'm just saying those that are not super famous or of stardom. Okay. You have people whose lives have just stopped abruptly, not because of choice, but because, you know, somebody at their job or restaurant got COVID. Now the restaurant has to be shut down. Some jobs could not sustain or continue to move on because the world has changed.
Yeah.
However, a lot of us, and if I get too scattered, please reel me in, but a lot of us, we used to have a negative mindset about network marketers. We used to have a negative mindset about quote unquote pyramid schemes. I just want to share with everybody, my experience with IML has been totally different, because coming into this organization, it wasn't about a product. The product was education. That's something no one can take away from me. The product is, I don't have to worry about somebody re-upping on product. I don't have to worry about somebody staying on as a customer. That is not my concern. My concern is I want everybody that I come in contact to be financially literate. I want everybody that I come in contact to be prosperous. I see some of those same quote unquote prominent people are struggling now.
Yeah.
They are truly struggling. And I feel bad. I don't gloat in that. I don't take joy in any of that. I don't sit there and say, well, you should have done none of that. None of that negative attitude. I want to say the same thing to them that I would say to you or anybody else. Take a look at what I'm doing, because my livelihood has not stopped. My livelihood has not changed. COVID having me locked up at home, I didn't think twice about it because I work from home anyway. This, what is it now? $7 trillion industry a day?
Pretty much a day, not a week, not a year, not a quarter, but a day.
A day. So I'm saying all of that to say that if you are interested in changing your life for a better way, this is a tool in order for you to do that. And I'm gonna give you a few little examples and a couple of things that I want to say, and I'm sure we will go into conversation. The first thing that I want to say is that everything in your life you want to change, it begins with a decision.
Yes.
Once you make that decision, then you take action. Once you take that action, you do the work. That's three simple things. Make a decision, take action, do the work. With IML, once you make the decision to move forward, all the information you need to educate yourself on how to trade is at your fingertips. And then we have Dr. Kathy Kirkland is just one resource. There are many educators that you can learn from, many mentors that you can latch on to in order to touch into your learning style in order to be productive in trading. Now, on the flip side, And I know we just had a meeting somewhere, and we had a bunch of builders that are dynamic, and they are making crazy money just building, not even trading. I'm just telling you the truth. These people they are living the game. I don't say killing the game. They're living the game. And they're living the game because they know there are network marketers out there. They know there are entrepreneurs out there that don't want to learn how to trade. They want to take this compensation plan, break it down, make that money, and they're doing it. There's one gentleman that's 23 years old, and he's making how much right now, Dr. Kirkland?
He's making, because of compliance, well, he's chairman 750.
How about this? He's making a lot of money. He's making a lot of money. I'll just say it like this.
A lot of money. He got more than 1% of the. Yeah, okay.
He's making a lot of money. So, but I'm saying he's doing that. He's doing that by using another income stream that's provided by this company. Now, I'm in it to learn how to trade and to build. I'm just going to be honest. At first,
we can say this, Jonathan. He got a multi-million-dollar business now.
Yes.
We can say that.
And that same opportunity is for any of you all. Is for any of you all involved. Any of you all who choose to get involved. Any of you all who just want a better lifestyle. And again, I'm going to say it takes work. It's not easy. If you're looking for something that's just easy, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to discourage you, but I don't know what to tell you. It takes work. But in here, the work pays off, and the work pays off quickly. That I can say from my own personal experience. The work that I put in, it shows the results, and it shows the results quickly. Now, in all of that, I'm going to say this because there are people who are just entrepreneurs. There are people who say, hey, I'm not really interested in trading. I'm not interested. I want to make the money. I know a lot of people. I think that there are people who be interested. I want to build business. I did this company, that company. I have a network of people. Well, let me just tell you, for anybody who's interested in that side of the, I don't want to say game, but in that side of the income stream. Mm-hmm. Last week alone, 1.4 million people filed for unemployment.
Wow.
Within the last 18 weeks, 52 million people filed for unemployment. So that means you telling me out of 15 million people, you don't have a pool to pull from to offer them an opportunity to change their lives? Now, I just gave you 52 million people that will file unemployment. You may come back, but now this is my naysayers. Well, you talking about 52 people who now don't have a job. They can't even afford to educate themselves. That is, first of all, a lie. That is not the truth, and don't walk in there. But second of all, I'll flip it on you. You have 159 million people who have to date been paid $1,200 out of a stimulus check. If they gave 20% of that to invest within themselves, they could be members of IML, and they could learn a technique to make that same $1,200 every month, or a week, or a day, depending upon how aggressive they want to be and how serious they are about learning. Mm-hmm. That's an opportunity that's in front of them. Okay, that's not good enough. There's 35 million more checks, not dollars. Wow. 35 million more checks as of this morning that are slated to go out to pay people $1,200. 20% of that.
35 million more.
35 million people still have checks coming.
Stimulus checks.
Stimulus checks, free money. Well, it ain't free, but we'll say what they telling y'all. Free money that they can invest in themselves to take a chance to educate themselves in order to be profitable and duplicate that and have to pay nothing back. Then I'm gonna be real, because everybody knows I try to do that as much as possible. You got all those people, entrepreneur hustlers out there right now anyway, who are killing the game with just the payment protection plan. I know a bunch of them who've gotten 10, 20, even $30,000. They have to pay that money back. But just imagine if you can talk to a few of those people and sit there and say, hey, let me introduce you to something that can allow you to duplicate that on a yearly basis, and you don't have to pay it back, because that's what this company offers you an opportunity to do.
Can I say this?
You can, of course.
35 million checks being dispersed for stimulus checks, $1,200. Now, I thought of where I talked to you about the talents. Y'all know I talk about the Bible all the time. So Matthew 25, where he gave them the talents, right? He gave 1 10, 1 5, 1 1, and everything. And so to me, if they're giving out to 35 million people $1,200, they just gave you a seed. If you take that seed, because Ecclesiastes 11:1 says it's good to enter into foreign trade because you never know what bad luck this world is going to give you, out of the Good News Translation. And then in Matthew 25, they talk about the talents that God gave them. And the latter part of verse 27, he said, he told the one who had one and hid it, he told him, if you had gave my money to the exchanger, or had gave the money to the exchangers, he could have came back for the increase. So it's telling you how you need to be invested. Now, the government is giving you seed money. What are y'all going to do with the seed money? It only costs $235 to invest, to invest in yourself and learn a skill set. And learn a skill set to where you can work from home, start a business. Because now you done started a business within your house. And we just talked about a 23-year-old having a multi-million-dollar business, and a 22-year-old just, hit a $1 million business that she created through this company. And disclaimer, past results don't guarantee future results. Trading foreign currency can be risky. Starting any business can be risky. Shout out to compliance. I love you guys. And for those, and then there's some that's making that has $100,000 business, and your house is now a tax write-off. Now, I'm not a tax consultant. I just know from what I did in the past. You can work from home, and you can work anywhere you want to work. If you want to work on the beach, I don't know why y'all want to go out there on the beach when, hey, and until Wall Street go back to work and stop doing Wall Street from their house. And when the news anchors stop producing the news from their house, then I'll go somewhere. But right now, until they get back out there, I ain't going nowhere. You can start your own business. This is what they teach you, and Jonathan can contest to it too. I went into school. I did the tradition: go to work. Go to school, get a good job, buy a house, take a few vacations, and that's the highlight of your life. What we're asking you to do is change your mindset, change your thinking. Matthew 15:3 talks about where he said, he answered them, asked them, why do you break the commandment of God for your sake of your tradition? Overseas in Kuwait and places like that, they don't work. They hire us to come over there and work for them because they practice the biblical principle of trading, which to me is a part of the wealth transfer. And they have multi-million-dollar businesses. We're just trying to show you how to go into business for yourself. Mm-hmm. With you can have a whole bunch of employees or none. And the beauty of it is, the business that you create, you don't have to pay any employees out of it.
Yep.
Go ahead, Jonathan. I just want to throw that talent in there.
No. You're. It's very interesting that you even said that, because there's two things that also I want to share with you. There's a book out here that I want you all to go look for. It's called Exponential Living, written by Sherry Riley. And that book will change your life. And I don't want to give too much information about it. I'm just going to say, if you're looking for a change in your life and you're not happy with where your life is right now, that is definitely a book that you need to read. Research it on your own. It will definitely change the way that you think about things. What I also want to say to people is, because I don't want to keep you too long. I told Dr. Kirkland I wanted to keep this around 30 minutes because I know people are inundated with Facebook Lives and opportunity and Zoom calls and so forth. But the My basic message to you is that within this company, there are two forms of income. Um, One, you come in, you learn how to trade, and the sky is the limit. Two, you come in and you build. You build your network and you offer the opportunity and the education to all. And that's the second stream, and you make your money. We just kicked off a group right now dealing with the youth. We call them Young, Rich, and Relentless. And the reason we've done that is because the kids today are, I mean, they are amazing. I don't even want to say kids. These young adults are amazing. We give these stories about how, you know, we had to go to school. I had to walk through 6 feet of snow and over 2 miles and 3 tile hills just to go to school and da da da. And, you know, well, I still tell my kids that. So don't nobody, you know, go tell them any different. But, you know, nowadays kids are saying, you know, well, I get up, I go to the refrigerator, I get my LaCroix water, go sit in front of my computer and I sign into class. And while I'm signing into class, I got my phone in my hand and I'm trading. My teacher's talking about something I already know. And that's just the reality of where we are today. These kids get it. They see these charts and they understand a lot further than my son trades on his phone alone. I need a computer screen. I need to see what the setup is.
My daughter too.
I'm like, I don't know how y'all. He sees the exact same thing just on his phone. He's in and out of trades quicker than I'm like, I'm trying to click and he just like, Dad, I'm in the trade. You know, I'm gonna stay in. I'm like, okay. I don't understand it, but it's not for me to understand. They're good. They get it. They're quicker at it. This is a successful tool for them. It meets them right where they are in the technology age, and I can't be mad at it. So we have a group. That caters to them, that allows them to be them. Our old traditions may not work, and I am hopeful, and I believe that they're going to soar and fly. They're going to be doing their own presentations, so they don't have to bring their friends in to hear from a whole bunch of. My son called me an OG today. I'm going to get over that. I promise you, because I'm going to get over that. But you know, they're going to be able to give their own presentation, so the like minds will be able to hear from themselves, and they're going to be able to do the presentation and talk about their experiences however they see fit, within compliance, of course. But I want them to have their own community, so that they can gravitate and feel like they're taking over the world, because they are. But every tool, every resource that's needed for them to be successful, either as an independent entrepreneur builder or as an independent entrepreneur trader, is going to be right at their fingertips to be as successful as they need to be. And then a tidbit, and we're going to leave this here, because Dr. Kirkland, I know you have to tell your story and I want you to, but I'm saying this to a lot of the pastors that I've dealt with in the past. This woman is remarkable. She allowed me to bring Ed Long Jr. into the organization. She walks with him, she talks, and Ed Long Jr. is incredible. I mean, I blinked and his organization started growing. I was just amazed at the people that he was able to bring in that are serious about learning how to trade. But because of a faith-based initiative that Dr. Kirkland has taken on, she's able to give real life experience about how she utilizes trading to support her ministry, how her staff doesn't miss a beat. She doesn't miss a beat. Her ministry doesn't miss a beat. And it's not dependent upon the congregation to do their tithings. I'm not saying that you shouldn't tithe. I'm not saying that. I'm not. But as a pastor, wouldn't it be wonderful to do things in the community, to do things within your ministry that wasn't dependent upon others, but truly was dependent upon the resources that God gave you? I'm just throwing that tidbit out there. I'm just leaving that where it is, and I'm gonna let you all make your own decisions. So I think Jonathan Knobloch is done saying what he has to say, but probably not if you chime me back in. But I'm going to turn this over to Dr. Kathy Kirkland. And I thank you all for your time, and I thank you for listening to me. I hope it helps.
Thank you, Jonathan. You dropped a lot of good nuggets and everything there, and I really appreciate it. Guys, throw some ones in the chat. I just want to make sure you listening. Throw some ones in the chat if you got something out of it. Know that this is your time. You've been wondering when your time is going to happen. Now is your time, and and for those pastors that are listening, we can't do part of the Bible and don't do all of it. We can't skip, pick, and choose which one. We need to get in and really do it all. I do believe that this is a part of the wealth transfer. Make sure you get back with the person that invited you to the call. And for those that are that was is on my page, if you're interested in building a business and learning how to trade at the same time, hit me up at ibuildlegacies.com or Jonathan on his Facebook page. Make sure that you go there, and whoever invited you to the call, get back with the person that invited you to the call. We want to make sure that you have more than enough during the space and opportunity that we have. We're not at home just to be at home. Take full advantage of what's happening right now, because more millionaires are created during this season and more businesses are created during this season. More skill sets are being learned in this season, and you'll never have to go through this season again. When this season, it will come back again. This is the first time that the economy is not dictating to me how my house is ran. The last time I used to be a real estate agent, and when the real estate market crashed, my whole world crashed right along with it, including my 401k. And I was introduced to this program through Dr. Joy Tinker, a good friend of mine. She looked to make sure that I had more than enough. She didn't know my situation. I had 4 kids in college, a 4-year-old, and a husband who just retired out of the military, and we were going through some hard times. So we lost all our rental property, our property management company, and we did not know how to make money in our sleep. We didn't. I had a business, but I had to work it. I had to work it hard to where I wasn't hardly getting any sleep. I had to constantly be out there. And and they tell you the first 3 years, you really don't make a profit. But I found a business to where I can make a profit. And it's not going to take me 3 years. And so when I got in it, I found myself being surrounded by millionaires, multimillionaires, and even a billionaire at the time. I was around a whole nother circle. And the beauty of the thing is, rich people talk. They tell you, I'm rich. They show you they rich. They walk around like they're rich. They'll get a whole new attitude, when they become rich. And look down on you. But wealthy people, they whisper. And they was whispering some knowledge to me on how to make money in my sleep. So I was so excited. I signed up, and here I go again. Dr. Jules like, we're going to school now. I'm like, I don't even want to go. I done been to school. I don't want to do that. I was like, but this time I'm going because I'm learning how to make money work for me, because I didn't want to be in that position that I was in before. And these kids, they get it. They don't want to work. They don't want to clock in. They don't want to listen to nobody. They don't want nobody to tell them what to do.
I know that's right.
It ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, you listen to your mom and your dad, but ain't nothing wrong with that. But they get it. They get it. We're so stuck in tradition because we feel like this is what we're supposed to do, and we're not doing what we should be doing. So I came home to my circle, and I began to tell my friends about it and everything. And the first thing out of their mouth is a scam. You need to get a job. I did not have another 20 years to give anybody. I had gave up 20 years of my life. I didn't have it to give again. And I'm saying to myself, it gotta be something else. Jude said he quit his job the 3rd day after he got introduced to this. My boys, they quit their job. Now, one of them then went back to work. I ain't gonna say it on here, but and he's really good at it. Now, he didn't go to work just for that. He went to work because somebody else told him he needed to be working. And he had grabbed a hold of it. He took one look at it, sat with me for 5 hours, picked it up like that, and was making money. My nephew, 16 years old, did the same thing. Dimitri, I'm gonna bring him on. Now playing that I'm the auntie. Dimitri! Okay, sorry about that. That was not professional. But they're loud in the kitchen. And zip your thing up, take that scarf off your head. I want you to come here. He got his little do-rag on.
Sounds like my son. He probably has his on now watching this.
And we sat here. I showed them how to do it. My nephew made 3 figures in an hour. He did what I did He said, oh, I got it, Aunt Cat. This is what you do. You do this, 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 and this. And then my son sitting here saying the same thing. Okay, Mom. So, and he took algorithms in college. He took algorithms in college. He picked up on the algorithms real fast. This is my nephew. Get the chair, slide up. I want him to tell you what he did in a short amount of time. Now he's a big boy. He played football. He do all of this. This is Big Meech. I call him Meech. That's Jonathan.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Tell them about what you did. Your first day training and sitting by me, and we were learning it and picked it up.
Well, first I made $500 in like 4 hours or 2 hours.
Shout out to compliance. Past results do not guarantee future results. But trading foreign currency can be risky. We just testified.
And I was able to pick up on like patterns and stuff real easy on the arrows, the sales, and the buys and stuff. I was able to pick up on that real easy, and I was able to find out stuff that it took her, my auntie, a long time to find out about. I was able to pick up on it real fast. Because,
one day.
Yeah. Like bankers candles and stuff like that. I found out that
and wait, I'm trying to figure out, how do you know about bankers candle? I didn't teach you that. He said, no, it's right there. Don't you see it?
And then I found out that because I don't use stop losses. I know a lot of people use stop losses because they don't want to lose money. But I found out when you use stop losses like that, when you like not in a buy stop or sell stop, if you're in like a market execution, when you use stop losses, that's when the market makers will stop hunt you out. I found that out very early. So yeah.
They get it.
They get it.
They get it, Jonathan.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are people watching going, huh, and that's like from the mouth of babes, not insulting you, grown man. From the mouth of babes, though, you get education is incredible. It's just incredible.
It is. It is. Words be. Go tell her to come here. I want her to testify. Now,
and these testimonies are great because people need to understand that this is not impossible. This is all doable. It's just you have to get into the mindset that you want to learn, that you want to change. It's a decision, action, and then work.
And he was like, I got a plan. I'm going to go to school I'm going to do business so that I know how to do my contracts and make sure I'm not getting ripped off so I can know the laws. And then on top of that, he'll probably be one of those other success stories, having a multi-million-dollar business beforehand.
He will be.
Okay, and this is my mini-me.
She really is.
This is my 15-year-old. She's been trading since she was 11.
Wow.
This was just recently, last year? Yeah, she loves GBP, JPY, the ones that I cut off and I'm done with.
It's the best one.
She said it's the best one. I can't figure it out, but she always went off of it. So I'm gonna let her tell her story and how she uses her money, because I no longer buy her school clothes. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't buy nothing.
Hey man,
work for it.
I hope my son is listening. I hope.
So tell me about your favorite pair and why you trade it.
I like the British compound because their actual the British pound, their actual coins and stuff is made out of real gold and real silver. Because made out of real gold and real silver, so when you trade with it, you know that it's real. It's actually real. It's not just money, coins, stuff like that. Which I learned throughout my classes in school. They teach you a little bit about
They teach me that.
They teach you a little bit about the trading, but they don't go into complete depth with it. So when we started learning about the coins that are from there, they started telling us how it's worth more than what the US dollar is worth. Mm-hmm. That the coins are real and stuff. So when we
ours have metal in it, theirs don't.
Yeah, like metal and copper, but there's actual silver and gold that you can if you were to take that over here, that you could buy, you would be able to buy more stuff and trade it in for actual more money.
Now, Tell them about the time you called me. You were in class, and she was like, "Mom, what is gold doing?" And I said, "Gold is selling." She said, "Okay, I'm gonna buy it." I was like, "I said it was selling," and she bought it. I lost the trade, and she won the trade. So tell them about that in class. And she was like, "I bought 200." Go ahead.
Our class had decided to do a trading experiment where we would look at the charts and pick and choose a trade, and we would monitor over time. And then while we were in class, I was looking at the charts for gold, and then I noticed like the subtle change that was going on. So eventually, I knew it was going to hit, but I need to get out before it was going to drop. Because eventually, as far as you can go up on the chart, eventually it's going to drop.
Mhm.
You just have to know when and how.
And they know when.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's
Shantae
amazing.
said she remember that. She said, "Hi, B." So shout me Shantae out.
Hi, Miss Shantae.
Shantae advocates for her all the time. Heck, I'm buy it. No, I'm not buying it. But this, tell them how old you are.
15 now.
She's gonna have her own business as soon as she get legals. Now she
Yeah,
is.
you're right.
Now she's on my account. She's trading off my account.
Understood.
My nephew, how old are you? 17? 16. How old are you? 16. That's why I call him Big Meech. He trades off of my account. I'm trying to get his daddy to set up an account so that he can trade off of it so he can pay the taxes off of it. But I'm doing it. This is me passing on generational wealth.
Generational wealth.
Jonathan was talking about let these kids do what they're gonna do.
Yeah. They
Show
see
them
it.
this instead of going out there and laboring and bowing down and there's nothing wrong with hard work. Don't get me wrong. There is nothing wrong with hard work. And show them how to build a multi-million-dollar business or a billion-dollar business in this trillion-dollar industry to pass on and leave generational wealth for everyone. Brandon, I miss you too. That's my armor bearer. Whenever I'm out of town, he follows me and he makes sure I'm well taken care of. So, but guys, that's our time. Jonathan, if you got anything else you want to say, I just want to bring my kids on. My nephew flew down for the summer because this is her summer job.
Oh, wait,
Trades
wait.
every summer. And so this year, my nephew said, "I'm coming this time." And so he's here for the summer to learn how to trade and to make his own money. When he go back, I don't have to worry about him. He picked it up in one day.
Only thing I'm going to say is, to everybody is make the decision. If you want something different in your life, make your decision to do something different to bring about that change. And once you do it, see it, go full steam ahead with it. And this company right here, I definitely say it makes the mark. And I'm gonna say this little disclaimer. Yes, people know me from credit repair and all that stuff. I'll tell you, my cousin does credit repair. His name is TK Martin. Go follow him. He's great at it. That's his thing. That's what he does. And I'm so confident in what we're doing and what I'm doing. I'll tell the world. I don't need to have it all. Go to him. Go search out TK Martin and get your credit fixed. That's great. But if you want to make that wealth and make it work for you, come get the knowledge.
Yes.
Come get the knowledge so that you can do it yourself. Come get the knowledge so that if this company ever goes away, God forbid, you can continue to get in those markets, see those charts, and continue to grow, and pass down traditional wealth to your children. Anyway, I could get on my soapbox and I'm not. See, I was about to go there, y'all. I was getting right back in there, but I'm cool. I promise you, I'm done. If anybody needs to reach me, you know how to reach me. Research me. You want to find out what I've done, who I've done, how I've done, how I did it, all that. I'm out there. I'm transparent. Hit me on Facebook. I will get the information to you. Hit me on Instagram. I will get the information to you. I'm relentless for FX. I have a page out there as well.
Yes.
Just hit me up. I will give you whatever I can.
Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jonathan, for hopping on with me. Thank you, Demetrius, Bethany. I really appreciate you guys. We don't sell you anything. We give you facts.
Yes.
So get back with the person that invited you to the call. I will be back on in 45 minutes, and we're going to talk to the beauty and barber industry. So if you know your beautician, your esthetician, your eyelashician, your tattoo person, or whoever, have them to hop on the next call and be on my Facebook page. Thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate you. Have a great day.